Stan John, who is a part of the healthcare sector, has been a frontline worker during the pandemic, is a proud alumnus of Ryan Kandivali. He has also completed his former years of learning at Ryan Christian Borivali. Stan went to the Wilson College, Mumbai in 2014 and is presently placed in Chicago, Illinois. Stan was initially working as a registered nurse in Advocate Lutheran General Hospital, now offers his noble service across America.
Thank you, John. I'm really excited to see you at this platform. Your progress is really, really, really good.
So beautiful to see you and Lynn, and it makes me feel so good when the children start getting married and they have a beautiful wife next to them.
I'm so glad to see you, Stan. I know how you were when you were small. Very naughty. I'm so glad.
Same here. Nice to see you. All my teachers who have helped me where I am today. I keep telling my people over here and my wife that you teachers have molded me to where I am today, and Ryan in general has helped me to. Me and my brothers, all of us have been successfully graduated from Ryan School, and my dad is very proud of you guys and us.
Lynn John, our second speaker, went to Glenbard East High School in 2015 and has completed her bachelor's and master's in the field of nursing at prestigious Chamberlain University. She's presently working as nursing care tech at Advocate Lutheran General Hospital.
Lynn, it's wonderful to have you here on this platform. It gives us immense joy that your husband and you share the same profession, the same heart that is beating not only for each other, but is beating for the world at large.
Can mental disorders like stress or anxiety affect your heart, like in a really bad way?
Yes, it can. So suppose we all are young and healthy, we are like, oh, I'm not at risk. And no, every one of us is at risk. Young kids, older, who are lean. The thing is, when you're like stress and anxiety. So when someone gets stressed out or in stress mode with an exam, or someone, your body starts releasing cortisol, which is one of the stress hormones. Okay, so it's a steroid. So when you go to a doctor, they give you steroids to heal. But our body naturally produces a lot of chemicals to help us at the moment. Suppose I'm scared right now, my body will produce something called cortisol. Cortisol will help me calm down and fight that situation. But long term, having all the stress will keep releasing this, and this stuff, which, like, one example is cortisol, is not good. It's not good for our body to be consistently having. Then you start gaining weight. Even if your food has not changed, your diet has not changed, anxiety, stress, not having a stress-free life, it's not helping at all. So any of us who get stressed out, that's why you see weight gain in people who get stressed out. It's not like some people like, you're eating too much. You know what? Diet has not changed, but your body is releasing different chemicals which can cause indirectly heart issues.
How does COVID-19 affect our heart for a person who tested positive and having some heart issues? So how does it basically affect the heart?
So COVID affects the heart in some people because when your lungs get pneumonia, you can't oxygenate your blood properly. So the lungs is basically like because with it being a respiratory disease, the lungs is basically the transporter, or like it produces the oxygen. So when you breathe, you're actually oxygenating your blood to go to the heart. So if you can't get enough oxygen, the heart's not going to be able to send adequate flow to your heart. The other thing, and we don't know why this happens, but with COVID, you get the development of blood clots. So that has not really been answered as to why COVID has given people blood clots. But what we do know, when you do have blood clots and it goes to the heart, that's one of the causes of a myocardial infarction, also known as a heart attack. So that's a huge deal with COVID.
How does our heart get affected with maybe more screen time or being more with electronic devices? And especially for us students for today, how does electronic device impact our heart?
So it's a good question. Sometimes it might be like, oh, we cannot relate. You know what? It's fine. We can sit on our phone or computers. So you need to see what a screen time is an example of sedentary lifestyle, like just sitting in one place and just, watching TV. Like before COVID, people who watch TV are like, you know what, you need to work, get up and move. Same thing with this. We sit on our computer, even though we are working and are in school, you need to be active. Like you're missing the activity part, which will mess up our heart. So not having phones, it's good. Having a laptop, Zoom, classes all are good, but we need to stay active. We need to make up for all the activity we are missing. Like we go to work, we walk. So we are not doing all that nowadays. It's getting back to being normal, but again, it'll come back to watching TV. Someone who watches TV, it's the same exact thing. You gain weight, you're not exercising your heart. So your heart we do cardio, like running, walking, swimming. So those are exercises which strengthen your heart. So, that is not there if you, sit in front of a screen, which can cause unhealthy heart.
How junk foods impact young children's heart?
So junk food is made with like grease. They make with a lot of oil and preservatives, which keep these lasting longer, because the restaurants, they don't have time to be making it fresh with fresh ingredients, fresh, all the stuff you cook at home. So these preservatives are all piled up and kept in meat or in vegetables like fries. It's really tasty, but eating this too often will cause your body to be absorbing a lot of fat. And this fat, there's good fat and bad fat, which is a different topic. So the junk food has bad fat, which will start, if you eat a fry, it'll go in your stomach and it'll start absorbing your blood. Your blood will not get rid of it completely. It'll get rid of some, but if you eat a lot, it'll start getting filled up in your vessels, like in your veins and arteries, in your body. So it'll start sticking on the side. And when that gets too much, your blood flow will slowly start getting lesser and lesser. Then it'll lead to a myocardial infarction, which is a heart attack. Like a part of your heart will stop, because what caused it to stop? It's all the clogged vessels and arteries. It gets stuck. So that's how junk food, if you eat in excess, or even at home cooked food, if you're eating high food rich in oil, like really greasy food, it will cause heart attack or heart disease.
Thank you, Stan and Lynn.